Let me. Hi from Las Vegas. All right, so my tripod broke. Of course it did. Why would it not? So I had to, oh my God. Think quick on my feet, y'all. This is so annoying. I literally went to put it on and okay, let's hope this works. This is a weird tripod and it's lopsided. Okay. It's one of those gorilla pods. Do you know what I mean? It's called a gorilla pod. So, hey, it's a gorilla pod. So now this is me and my gorilla pod. Look what happened to the other tripod. Here it is. It broke. Look. It just went snap and went kafoo poof, all over the place. How is everybody? Hi, you guys. I don't know where Miss Bobby is. I know, Sage Green. I decided to put my moldavite back on because I let it sit on my crystals and let it clear. And I haven't been taking it hiking and it was missing me. So I put him back on. I say him. How are you guys? Michigan, how is everybody? Oh my God, thank you. Yes, Toronto. Oh my God. Let's see. Got some new. You guys literally don't get so mad at me. I apologize. I'm one bitch. But like my web guy, I called on my way to Palm Springs and said, open up my calendar. And for some reason, it opened it up 24 hours. Now, a few of you texted me, Chris, thank you. I got a few texts. I got people saying, why are you open at 12:30 at night? And I was like, Kelowna. I mean, I wasn't like Kelowna. Hi in Kelowna. I was like, oh, fuck, not again. So if you got your money refunded, it's because you're not in my work hours. And I'm super sorry. I just did a video on Aaron Carter. I just put it onto this phone. I'm going to edit it after and put it up. I just did the video. I came down out of the, no, I haven't seen them in Mexico. I just went down, yes, Moldavite, yes. I just went down, let's see, did you get your schedule? The schedule's fixed now. You can go back and book if it's open. But yes, the nails. This is the baby shower nails. They're functional because I got to finish making the gifts for my pagey. So there's that. Anyway, I'm one person and that's all I am. So I try, I try. I'm blonde. I go hiking. I forget what I'm doing. I get hungry. I had a burrito last night. Yeah, I ate a fucking burrito. I know. Some guys they're calling me and they're like, your schedule's fucking open for 24 hours. I'm like, no. So I end up sending back thousands of dollars because I just can't. I mean, I would reschedule, but I have to stick on my schedule because I'm so booked on other stuff. I'm in the middle of projects. I'm getting some costumes done for another project. I'm on a third project. I'm trying to get my strength up for the project. So I'm trying to do everything just because. St. Catharines, I know it well. So yes, I just did a really quick video on Aaron Carter. He's got a stellium in Sagittarius and had Uranus on I did have a burrito. I really did have a fucking burrito. I didn't eat the outside of the burrito and I went to, organic food and it was grilled and no sauce on it. So yeah, no, not bean. Yeah, no, not bean, not John's crazy bean burrito. No, not that one. Oh God, it says I have no battery life left now. Why, y'all? Why? Oh, I didn't plug it in. That's why. Okay. Should be popping up. Anyway, I've got some funny news to tell you guys. No, I had it at Fish Dish. Do y'all know Fish Dish? Do you all know that one? Fish Dish? Anyway, it's really good. I get the salmon there or I get, sorry. Oh my God. It's just computer malfunctions all day. Anyway, I did the burrito. So I ate the salmon in Palm Springs with my favorite little bartender. I don't drink, but I sit at the bar so I can have the salmon and the diet soda and be in the corner, and look out the window. Anyway, his name is Chris. He's in Palm Springs. And then there's a Jason that comes on shift after. And then there's a Jason that drives the tram back down, surrounded by Jasons and one Chris. Anyway, it's very fun. And so I love getting my salmon up there. I can buy it myself. I can hike up there myself. I can do it myself. So that's what I do. And then I drove all the way home, totally fine. I get home, I'm pulling in, going through Burbank, and I'm like, burrito. So I had a burrito. That's what I did. I mean, I brought the burrito home and then fell asleep, showered, fell asleep, had coffee. Not the point. Here's what I found out. Would you like to know what I found out? Do you all want to know what I found out? Would you like to know? Okay, then I'll talk about other shit. All right. So, yeah, small world. Danny DeVito. That always cracks me up, you guys' handles. Okay, so here's what I know. So my new lawyer went to court. He's a very nice man. Went to court on Friday, November 4th, and we didn't have to go. Me or John didn't have to go, right? Of course, yes. I just did a video on Aaron Carter. So I'll tell you a little bit. Anyway, we went to court. So I said to him, can you tell me when I get the certificate to show that I'm divorced on paper? Here, I got to move closer. I can't move that. Here's what he said. He said, I had to redo the paperwork. I filed the paperwork, but we can't file the paperwork till John signs the paperwork. And John hasn't signed the paperwork. Sign the paperwork. Do you hear me? It's happening again. It's happening again. I'm not actually legally fucking divorced on paper. Yes, I'm in hell. No, they can't do it without a signature. The first lawyer fucked it up. The second lawyer, did the paperwork. It's mentioned in the court. So my lawyer said it's in the court, on the recording. So they have to do it. But it hasn't. No, with John, it hasn't been signed. I told them on Saturday, sign it. I feel like I'm caught in some kind of karmic hell. Yes, what is that? Love a Scorpio. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, mother bleeping bloody hell. That's a British expression. I'm dear God in heaven. I was like, what? He goes, no, he'll probably sign it because it's in the court. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sign it. Not just 35 years. This is year 35. Leave me be. Free me. I'm free. Free me. Free me, God. I think it has to go through. I know. Why I just fucking sign it. You sign it, but if I sign it, he'll sue me with fraud. Oh my God. Please sign it. Oh my God. I'm serious. Sign it. Sign it. Sign it. Sign it. Sign it. Yeah, clearly I'm never really gonna be free. But you know what? Fuck you, okay? You shouldn't want to be married to me because I was a whore, remember? You call your wife a whore, then she gets a divorce and you won't sign the fucking paper. He did sign it the first time. I will grant him that. And the first lawyer, whatever she did, she was being there for him. No, he's not. He's not embarrassed of anything. He thinks I deserve all of this because, I'm a two-bit whore. Anyway, yeah. It's like, please. Please. I don't even ever want to get married. I don't want no one attached to me. Never. Never. Oh my God. Like, fuck, sign it. Yeah, I can't. The court's ordered me to continue not to change anything until the divorce. And the divorce is not on the docket. And then we have to have a conversation. Like, do you agree to this? No, fuck you. Do you agree to this? No, fuck you. It's not going to work. Oh, thank God I didn't go out and get married or 5150. Oh, clearly it's past life karma. Clearly. Clearly, because when I was pregnant with Keith, I didn't want to be married. I don't want to be married anyway, but somehow I got married. This sounds so stupid. I was never for marriage. I thought marriage was bullshit, and I think it is bullshit, but I took it seriously when I did it. But it's such bullshit. We've all been taught. But anyway, when I got pregnant with Keith, I actually wanted out of the marriage. So I was deciding whether I should have the baby, not have the baby, and then Keithy said come through. So I had Keithy. As soon as I left the marriage, then Keith left, right? So oh my God. I'm like, Jesus. Anyway, oh my Jesus. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm just like, whatever. I'll make up another name for myself. Whatever. And call myself. Oh God. Yeah, of course he's around. That's I can't see your name there, but don't get divorced, don't pay lawyers, and get everything when he dies. Yeah, that's already happened. I want my name on paper. I want it ended because, yeah, I did eat. I did eat, Carmen. I did eat the burrito. I ate everything. I hiked up that hill in Palm Springs. I did it really fast, 5 hours and 7 minutes. I passed everybody, and there was a lot of people. I saw Ellen, and I saw Dennis again, and I saw some other people that I know. Anyway, I passed a group of guys, and then one guy's like, "You go by yourself?" And the first guy's like, "Are you here to meet Brad?" And I'm like going by him. I'm like, "Who's Brad?" I go, "Are you here to meet Brad?" I'm so sarcastic. And he's like, "Well, yeah, but Brad said he had like a girl coming to meet him." I'm like, "No, no, I'm not meeting Brad." He goes, "Well, don't you take anybody with you?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Well, how come?" I go, "Why? Why do I need anyone? I don't need anybody. I can do everything myself. I just figured out at 56, I have a right to be happy and I can do everything myself." Well, I know, who the fuck is Brad? I'm going 11 miles through the desert, like for 5 hours by myself. They were probably 8 hours. Okay. So I know Brad Pitt. Who the fuck are we meet? Brad. I should have said Pitt. Where is he? I know I was going by because I was passing them, and they just don't like it when a chick passes them, and a chick can do everything because men have been taught to think that we need them. We don't need them. And I know that goes against, like, men are hunters, women, we're nurturers. I don't think I'm a fucking nurturer. I think I'm a hunter. So that's what I think. I nurture, but I'm also a hunter. Yeah, I know Brad Pitt's hiking up the mountain there. That would be hilarious. I know. The one guy's like, "I'm not much of a hiker," and I'm like, "You will be after today." He goes, "Well, it's kind of flat, and then in the middle." I looked. I go, "Yeah, if you want to call 90-degree angle flat, okay." And it's pretty the fuck straight uphill. Yeah, I'm a warrior. I don't need a man, and I don't know why I thought I needed to get married. That's a true. I mean, I didn't mind the companionship minus the fighting, but yeah. Anyway, I don't need anybody for anything. I don't need you to take me for dinner. I don't need you to pay for my dinner. I don't need to ask your opinion. I don't need you to fucking tell me what to do. I don't need shit from you unless you're in my life because I like you. And then you make me laugh, and I like you, and I enjoy you. You don't need to get married for kids. That's why John said he married me, because I was pregnant. That's always nice to hear on year 35. Wow, I stuck with you and you married me. You were still partying, and I was just a fun, stripper girl that you picked up, and you got pregnant, so you had to marry me. I mean, I got pregnant, whatever. You didn't wear a condom. Is that it? Oh, that's a good question. After someone dies, how long does it take them to communicate? Very good question. Okay, so it depends on the person. I know you don't, Phyllis. I just did a video on Aaron Carter, which I will put up after this. I can't do everything at once. Like, it's been a day and I just walked in the door. And I've been working all day. And there's been laundry and things I had to do. Because I got my new washing machine. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, when my stepson passed, he came to me immediately, like within a week, and showed me how at the wake, maybe it was within 3 days or whatever, showed me, no, it was 2 weeks, showed me how he died, showed me, and then didn't leave. My dad came immediately after he died. My friend Randy, after he died on his motorcycle, came to me. I think he died on the 7th, and so it was the following Sunday he came to me of July, because I've been at the farmer's market. Didn't even know he was dead. It might have been 2 days, and he came to me, and then I found out he was dead after that. Keithy came through me on the night he died. So the night that Keith died and I slept in his bed, Keith moved through me, and I knew it was Keith leaving. Like his energy was fragmented and he moved through me. So I felt Keith, and I felt it like little bits of dewdrop going through me. So I felt that. I could not pick Keith up like other people could pick him up. So for me, I think it might depend on how you process the information and how you feel. Who is going to win, blue or red? No idea. I got whoever fixed it. It's nobody good for us. That's all I know. So with Keith, I maybe dreamt of him once. I don't see, I mean, he came and did the thing on the blanket, and other people come through. My adopted mom, I didn't know she was dead. She died just before Keith, and she's never come to me, but we didn't like each other in life. So that's nothing new. I didn't pick up on that. My birth mom's never come through, but comes through to Deanna. But I did know when my birth mom was dying because I took on her symptoms, and she died of a heart attack. So the night before she died, I was having heart attack on the floor symptoms, and Jason was popping aspirins in my mouth. And it wasn't me, it was her. Yeah, I do look like my birth mom. So she didn't come to me. My stepdad hasn't come to me. John's father, at the time that they were at his funeral, my father-in-law, he came through my living room through the fireplace. John was at the funeral in Canada. I was with the boys at home, and I saw Slim walk through the living room, like dimensionally, but I saw into that dimension. He still had his walker, and so he was processing his death, or I was seeing a different part of him. Okay. So it's Stacy, I think it's because we're so can you show me your new washer? I got it to plug up to my sink because I'm in 600 square feet, and it's a Black & Decker portable washer, and it's 3 cubic feet or whatever. It's the big one. It holds 26 pounds. It's fucking bitching. I put white stuff in there. I put the dark stuff in. I put the colors. I fucking did 3 loads today. I loves it. I put it right up to my sink in the kitchen, and it fits over by my oil corner because you can see it from here, but you can't see it from the front door. Anyway, fantastic. Then I got a Vivo dryer, and I hide it behind the couch. Just a little in-house dryer. I've been washing and drying and washing and drying, and I can do everything but my comforter. So there's that. You can't convince your husband you didn't cheat on him? Yeah, well, then there's something wrong with him. Like, I love laundry. Laundry is like my favorite fucking thing to do. Laundry and like Windexing. It's Black & Decker, Phyllis. Black & Decker portable washer. And it's Rand came and helped me. His name is Rand. He's a friend of Lori's, and he just put it up to the sink. It's pretty easy, and because I wash my workout clothes every day I come in, especially when I hike Palm Springs. Like, I am disgusting. So anyway, yes, I wear sunglasses on my head because people told me I was too skinny in my face. So this makes me look fatter. You focus up here and not here. So I don't like folding it, but I make myself do it. But it's so good to do it in my own house. I was going to the laundromat for 3 years. Cost me over $7,000. My bookkeeper did my laundry bill, and it's like $50 a week, if not more, because I have the cat. I have to wash everything because I get allergies. And yet, thank you for that. Yeah, no, people say I have a great face now, but when I was growing up, they're always like, you're so skinny in the face. So I got a complex about my appearance all the way around from the women in my life, not the men. Because remember, men look at vaginas. They don't really care what your face looks like. Oh, God, did I say that? I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, look it up online. It's a Black & Decker. Yeah, the women were the ones that, yeah, I know. You too, Carmen. I know. Carmen is beautiful. Bobby is beautiful. Jen is beautiful. Yeah. How much do I weigh? Well, as of last night, I weigh 127.4. I weigh myself every day. Why do I do that? It's a thing in our house. It's a thing in our house. Bobby and Carmen are both stunning women. I used to leave a scale under my dining room table, and my boys would come in because they're tall, thin men, and they would want to gain gains, Gain gains. I'm 5'6". So they'd want to gain gains. So they jump up and down on the scale. And I'd get on it and it'd be all distorted. I'm like, Keith would fill his pockets full of stuff. I'm like, dude, you're tall and thin, right? You know, he put his keys in his pockets and they put their shoes on. So then I got another scale and I hid the scale. That's okay to be 5 feet tall. That's darling cute. I hid the scale. So then they found the scale in my bedroom and then they started breaking that scale. So then I got a third scale. And then I hid the scale under my bed. I'm like, get off my scale. This is my scale. Yeah, you're the same as me, little sunshine. That's what I weigh. 127. I go up to 130. I can get up to 160. I'm just trying not to. Yeah, after my burrito, I still yeah, boys are all about the gains. And I was like, you crazy. My trainer at the gym is the same height as Keith and the same kind of coloring as Keith. Like blonde strawberry, 6'4", and was a professional. Oh, that's great, Shadow Girl. Good. And even if you weighed 20 pounds more, you'd still be fine. So my trainer's like 6'4", and he used to be professional bodybuilder, okay? Like actually competing. And when he was competing, he was at like 260 pounds. And I'm like, that's way too much for you. Because he's got that tall, long, lanky build. And that's actually what he has, right? So, I mean, but he had to gain and then he lost the weight and it's like he was a fat person. I'm a short 5'5", 57. That's not short. That's not short. You can be whatever size you want. I never looked at a man for his height. That was never a thing. I just happened to like John and John happened to be 6'2". Paigey got me these glasses for baby Audrey's party. It was a 70s party. So Paigey picked for me. She picked, they had glasses for everybody at the party and she's like, these will look good on you. So, do you fast once a week, drink just water? I have done that. I drink, oh my God, what's his name? Dr. Scholze. I hope that's right. 5'7" weight. I can't lose weight. This menopause. You know, Cynthia, menopause is fucked up. 4'11", 145. You girls are just, it doesn't matter what you weigh. I can weigh 240, 270. Looks the same on me. I'm about 6'4". Yeah, that's, Keithy was like that. But honestly, Keithy weighed 190 and he was, okay, when sometimes he'd get up to 200 and he's like, I'm 200. I'm like, I was 200 when I was pregnant with you and I was not happy about it. And my trainer is exact same height and weight as Keith. So it's nice to see somebody like that who gave up their bodybuilding and just now keeps a healthy body, because it's not healthy to put on like another 70 pounds just to compete, not at all. And it's not healthy to lose extreme amounts of weight. It's healthy for your body to be the way that it is. Hiking shoes, Solomon. Somebody asked me that on Instagram. I wear the Solomon Pro Cross, but I wear the 4s. I ordered them out of England because I like the 4s. They're smaller. Otherwise, they're wider. 48, and I can start hot flashes anytime. Yeah, I had hot flashes since I was 38. I had terrible PMS. I was as much as 160 walking around at my height and with love handles and hips and stuff and couldn't get rid of it. What I learned, hi, Ashley. Ashley. What I learned, and I was 102 when I married John. I literally was 102. Literally, yes. I wear, Marital are great hiking boots. I do not wear hiking boots. I do not wear hiking boots because I like to be able to move quickly. I love sugar too. I hear you. So I just did a video on Aaron Carter, so I'm putting it up after this. People are just the same figure as my mother. So nothing I do, I am exact same figure as my mother. We got the same ass. Keith had our ass. Jason has John's ass. Keith had my ass. I'm the exact same looking as my mother. Like my shoulders, my body, my little waist. I was born with a tiny waist. She was born with a tiny waist. Jason has a very tiny waist. Keithy had a broader waist like Jimmy and like John. Jason has John's stomach. Keith had my stomach. Keith had my ass. Jason has John's ass. Jason has my feet. Keith has John's dad's feet and John's dad's hands and John's nail beds. So I looked at my kids. So it's a mixture. You're a mixture, right? So you're a mixture. Yeah, stomach always sticks out. Here's what you do for menopause. I'm going to tell you what you do for menopause. First of all, menopause hits and it's like hormones. I love menopause because I don't get a period anymore. Therefore, I'm not going to end up in jail once a month or every other month, which is great, or cause an accident or put my family at risk because I want to beat their asses because I'm getting PMS. It was really outrageous for me. So, no, seriously, I had PMDD. I will fucking beat your ass. I will be, I have big feet, so I run faster. I would beat your ass. Okay. So, menopause, first thing, change up your exercise routine. You need more protein in menopause. Okay, so if you want to weigh 130 pounds, eat 1,300 calories, but make it protein. Okay, if you exercise and eat 200 more calories, you're going to gain weight because I can climb up there in Palm Springs. If I don't watch my eating, I'm still going to gain weight. And that's a huge thing. And I only burn like 3,200 calories hiking for 5 hours straight at a 90-degree angle, one of the toughest hikes. So, you need more protein, you need a lot of water, and you need to vary your exercise routine. When I lost 100 pounds after Jason, yes, cut down on, keep good carbs. But when I lost 100 pounds, it took me 3 years after Jason. So I did 2 hours of cardio a day, morning and night, weights in between, and walked and moved as much as I could. Yes. Oh my God. The PMS fucked me up. Yeah, I lost 100 pounds after Jason and I lost 90 something after Keith. I did go on fen after Keith at 8 months. Like I threw him off the boob and I was like, I'm taking speed because I couldn't stand it. I still was like 180 pounds and I was like, for me, I can't be that because it mentally fucks with my head. I don't know what to say. It took me 15 years to get over it. Yeah, the hot flashes. The hot flashes were awful, but as soon as I started doing acupuncture, so good. Like acupuncture, I do lymphatic massage. I rub the bottom of my feet to move them, stimulate. I stimulate and dry brush my body. So I dry brush into my heart. Okay, so you dry brush like this. I try not to dry brush Keith's arm because I don't want to get my tattoo off of there. But I dry brush, right? Move my stomach like that. I make sure to drink water and I really, really, really don't eat a huge amount. So when I come in from running, I eat 2 yogurts, Greek yogurts, the 2%, which is 100 calories, a gram of fat, and 15 grams of protein. And then you should have about 60, 70 grams of protein a day. Then I eat a protein bar with no sugar and no added 5 things in it. It still has sugar, but no added sugar, no chemicals. And then I eat a protein shake with like 50, so that's like, I don't know, 40 grams of protein. Then I eat 2 eggs. Okay, just I fry the eggs. And then I usually eat salmon or chicken. And that's what I do. Yeah, I took the Premarin, but I wanted to yeah, that's what and then I'll eat other things. But I eat protein bars, Bearded Brothers protein bars, Bearded Brothers, because it's only 5. I eat the blueberry ones. It's only 5. 5 ingredients in it. I don't do anything with, I have my natural body. I have very little hips. Like I'm not actually that wide around the hips. Yeah, well then don't. That's what I do. And then I have, 2 shots of espresso in the morning. No, who am I kidding? 4 shots of espresso. And then sometimes that's all I have all day. And then sometimes I have 2 more shots. And I don't drink any wine, any alcohol. I try not to eat sugar. I will eat diet ice cream and a little chocolate. Yeah, I don't know. I hate thick. Yeah, I'm not thick. I never was thick. The fact that women call you thick when you're actually my size is ridiculous, but that's what they call you. They give you a fucking eating disorder, these bitch ass women. And it's always the fucking ugly ones commenting on other people. It's like, listen, you bitch. It's women, it's mothers of daughters. Like that's why so many women have eating disorders. Other women being bitches. Yeah, I don't drink at all anyway. Yeah, it's fine. I don't see why you have to call yourself thick. Just call yourself, you are your true self. That's fine. I don't like the word thick. Don't fucking make it like a tree. Don't put that pronoun word on me. Don't do that. Don't discuss my body. Why as women do we allow people to label us what we are? Why are we allowing them to do that? Shut the fuck up and don't comment. You know? I know. Oh, you're big bone. No, the bone. Shut up. Okay? No. I think is so, yeah. I hate the word thick. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, you're thick. What the? They used to call me. I weighed 102 pounds. Okay, pleasantly plump. Stop with that. Plump is an insult. Everything is a fucking insult, and then they put a nice word in front of it. They put a nice word. Oh, you're too thin. I take that insulting when they say that too. You're too thin. You look too thin. Shut up and get away from me. Stop worrying about it's ugly words. Exactly. Just don't comment on what I am. Whatever I am, I look like my mother. So go scream at her. Stop talking to me, and it's usually bitch women. I know, plus size. Well, that's the whole marketing. We're taught to do that, right? Um, no life is enriched by alcohol. No, yeah. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't care. I've never looked at my friends, and my friends are all different shapes and sizes. I'm not joking you. I never looked at a man for what he looks like, and people don't believe me with that. They're like, "Oh, people have, preferences." I have my only preference is if you talk to me. That's how much I didn't even know. Like that's basically why I got married. Somebody acted like they were nice to me because I'm so unused to it growing up with men that it was like, "Oh, someone's being nice. Okay, I'll date you." That's it. I didn't even think you were older. I didn't even think what you looked like. I didn't fucking think shit. You could be short or tall. If you are nice and genuinely nice, then I like you. If you're my girlfriend, you're my girlfriend. I don't give a fuck what you look like. My friends are all different colors, all different sizes. Some are tall, some are short. Marisa I hike with, she's shorter than me. Lori's taller than me. What am I supposed to do? You're too tall, you're too short. You're brunette, you're blonde. I mean, no. I don't look at if you're big, if you're old, if you're young. I have young friends. I have older friends. Why? How tall are you? 5'6". But anyway, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm 3 times and used to be a size 8 till I hit 40. Well, that's all. It's natural to go in menopause. Menopause is when women recognize their strength. Society's got it all wrong. Society has it all wrong. Society says when women get over the age of 40, they're not physically viable anymore. That's a patriarchal bullshit. The truth is when women get over the age of 40, they can see the manipulation that they've been told they need to get married. You need to have a man to have children. Well, you do need to, well, no, you can just actually get sperm, but that comes from a man. So you don't have to marry them to have children. You don't have to do that. You don't have to cook and clean for anyone but your fucking children, right? You don't need to do that. But we are taught that we're not really being called a pregnant when I used to work and younger. Yeah. I had people say that to me too after I had Keith. That's why I carried Keith everywhere with me. I'm like, y'all are gonna fucking call me fat. Bitches. No. And anyway, here's the thing. If you are heavier, why do people feel the need to come up and tell you you're fat or you're heavy or you're thick or you have a big ass or you have big tits or you have a big mouth? Why do they feel the need to tell you that? I'm sorry. Who died and left you the fucking spokesperson on my body? What is that? What is that? No, I got called fat my whole life. My mother called me fat and it set me up for an eating disorder. When they come in and they hit you on the butt and they're like, "Oh, you're a little bit chubby." I was like 90 pounds when I was at home before I ran away, okay? I was a little teeny tiny girl. My mother was almost 6 feet tall and a fucking monster, all right? Not heavy, but just, Anyway, I hate this world. It's so stupid. But here's the thing. We are taught, okay? We are taught. Now, nobody on planet Earth, nobody can change their body shape with just diet and exercise because you have a bone structure. So if you are short-legged or high-waisted or whatever, that's how you're built. If your shoulders are broad, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm 5'10", and if I gain weight, I'm called, yeah, fuck them. big bone. Do they even know what that is? Like, wait, who are you? Why are you talking? Shut the fuck up. Stop concerning yourself with it. So as women, we are told that in order to get married, we got to look good, you know? How about we're born and we look good? How about we're unique and individual and we look good? How about we are the express, like, why are men allowed to have gray hair, fucking not do their nails, walk around like that shit, lose their jobs, get drunk, sit on the couch, critique women? Why? Why is that okay? But we can't do that. Big bellies, fucking lie about their exercise, closet drug addicts. Oh my God, please. I mean, just stop. They're allowed to do it, but I'm supposed to put pressure on myself as I'm hitting 60 to look really fucking good? No, I'll look how I want to look. If I feel like not I would never not feel like not exercising because and the doctor yeah, okay, yeah, the doctor's fat. I don't go to the doctor, so I don't do that. John didn't go to a doctor till he was 69, till he had to get his hip replaced. Bread is illegal in California. It definitely is. That's what I'm saying. Estelle and I and Carol and Kate ate more bread in one day than we probably ate in a year because you still want to be cute. However, having said that, like, what? Is someone going to fire you if you don't adhere to the standards? That's why I cut my hair off. You know why I cut my hair off? I'll tell you why. Because John said he liked long hair. So I'm like, you know what? Time to cut it. Time to cut it. You know why? Don't put that on me. And John never said, don't bleach your hair, but I have had men say, why don't you let your hair grow natural? Because I don't want to, and you want me to because you're a jealous bitch. That's why you want me to. You want me to be my most plain version of myself, which I personally don't like. Should be up to the woman. If she wants to wear makeup, do it. If she doesn't, don't. If she wants bleach, do it. If she doesn't, don't. If she wants her gray hair, I'm all for her having her gray hair. If she wants to wear like whatever, I don't care. So why is it always men have an opinion? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not here to please you for your fucking gaze. Yeah, fucking fuck. Hold on, let's see. Okay, hold on. Training in the morning, just got a text. So yes, 8 a.m. is good. 8 a.m. we be training in the gym. Getting stronger. Let's see, when I cut my hair, my husband had a fit. Told me I was trying. Dad, John said I was trying to be my friend Terry. Oh, you're just doing what Terry says. You know what? I'm only going to do what I like. I'm only going to do what I like. So that's the only thing I'm going to do. When I was 12 and dyed my hair pink, I wanted to. When I dyed it green, I wanted to. When I put a tattoo on and pierced my nose, I wanted to. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's what I'm going to want to do. Yeah. So yeah, do whatever you want, but don't tell me. And people are so dumb when it comes to makeup. I just thought it was a family I grew up with. This is a crop top. It only goes over my boobs because, you know, I can't wear too much around my stomach. Anyway, growing up, my mom, even though my mom worked for a makeup company, actually worked for Estelle's grandmother, which is so weird in Toronto. And I met Estelle totally separately. But anyway, my mom and all my family members, you know, I still have family members that fucking comment like, oh, you go hiking in full makeup? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like on camera makeup with a makeup artist? No, this takes 5 minutes and no. And what is your problem? Because a lot of people go, if women wear makeup, it's fake. No, it's not that fake. If you put makeup on, still my nose is my nose. You can shade it all you want, but you can still see a woman's nose. Come on. I draw my lips around. You still see the face. What is with people? What is with people? Oh, it's makeup. You're fake. Yeah, and you want to walk. I can't. I mean, do you take a shower? Do you trim your beard? Do you wear a ball cap over your bald ass head? Yeah, okay. Right? Oh my God. Anyway, so Aaron Carter, I did the video. I did not. I wore makeup like little rascal Lila. Lila was a baby wearing makeup, putting lipstick. Some little girls love it. I used to get punished when I did it. My mom worked for a makeup company. I bought Barbie, and Barbie had eyeshadow, and it was blue. So that you've never worn makeup. Awesome, Donna. That's awesome. I bet your skin is beautiful. I stole Barbie's makeup when I was like 6. I got the Barbie head that you do her hair and everything. I stole all the eyeshadow. Barbie got no makeup on, and I hoarded up with blue eyeshadow. I was just like, oh my God, get me some heels. That's how I was. I used lip injection. Excellent. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Yeah, some people love makeup. Lila loved doing nails when she's little. She's really good at it. She loved nails. And yes, the Barbie head. You remember she had blue bitchin' eyeshadow. This is probably in the 70s because I was like 6 and I'm born in the 60s. So that's the blue eyeshadow of the 70s. I wouldn't wear that much eyeshadow now, but I plastered it on. I stole the lipstick and I went out there and I was like, look at me, I'm cute. And I loved it. The Barbie head, right? The Barbie head has nails now. Yeah, exactly. And I take Lila when I took her to get the nail stuff and stuff. Why would you not do that? Why are you going to yell at a little girl? It's natural. Little boys love to tinker with things. You know what I mean? My brother would take the TV set apart. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm literally going to put makeup on and then go out and play baseball. That's what I do. Let's see. I like makeup now. Oh, good. Yeah, makeup's great. It's great. I mean, I don't wear makeup during the day when I'm home and I'm doing readings for you guys. I'm in my neighborhood without a stitch of makeup on until I have to come on camera. And then I put makeup on. So, Skipper dolls. What do you want? The Skipper. Hi, Bobby. I told you my mom took Barbie and gave me that fucking Skipper doll with the brown hair. I'm like, no. I want the bleached Barbie hair. But see, I'm indoctrinated by a patriarchal society to think blonde is great. Oh, God. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, this is my little turtleneck. My little crop top turtleneck. I had a Cabbage Patch. Did Cabbage Patch come with makeup? The Barbie head, I know you all remember it. It was a big head with like just shoulders and then a tray full of makeup. So I stole all the Barbies. No one wanted Skipper. I know. My mom like tried to, I don't know. She just didn't want me to be sexual. I figured out by age 10, really. I figured out by age 10, actually age 7, that men would pay to see you naked as a child. I figured that out at age 7. At age 7, okay? That adult men would give you money if you lift your top up or take your shorts down. Honest to God. By the time I was 10, I knew I could walk down the street and make money off of these fucking men, okay? So I'm telling you. Elvis was found on the toilet. Yeah. You had the Barbie head. No, it's true. You have to watch these men. That is the problem with our society. That's the problem. I feel like Beyonce. Yes, exactly, Elizabeth. I didn't quite say it like that because God knows I'm being sued in another case. But I just did yes, I'm going to put up the video tonight for the 50th time. Yes, I couldn't edit it and come on here and do that. So let's talk about how I don't have my calendar book. Okay, I have my calendar book now. So let's talk about how did you discover that? Oh, because they offered me money for me to take my top up, so I took the money. That's how it is. Yeah, I was easily bribed as a kid. 16-year-old boys smoking drugs with me when I'm like 7 in the park. Yes, I did it, but yes. So I learned really early on. However, I grew up in the sex industry, so it gave me a different, some women don't experience this, but I do think a lot of women do. That's what I think. Yeah, Skipper was plain, right? No, it's true, Carmen. Dark humor is life. Yes, exactly. That's just what I knew. I mean, and when I had boy children, so they wouldn't get raped and molested. So I asked God to give me boy children, even though I love little girls. And I think I might have been a better match for little girls with the makeup and the stuff, but maybe not. I love my boys. However, when I realized how many men look at little boys and have disgusting thoughts towards little boys, I would glare at men because I would watch my boys go through the mall or through a park and I would watch men's eyes and I'll be like, you fuck. You do not put that on my child. So, yeah. So they rape boys too. So there's that. Yeah, it's a war on women and children. Exactly. So yeah, yeah, you found that out with two boys, right? There's so many closeted men who like, oh my God. And when I was pregnant with Jason, this is true. John was kind of freaked out by me, but the Glendale Mall. So I would go looking for these little lamb sheets. I wanted a little animal, like Keith got monkey sheets and Jason got little soft lamb sheets and stuff like this. Not my son, but still vigilant. Yeah, it's something. Anyway, so I would go to the Glendale Mall and I was as pregnant as can be, pregnant with my Jason, my belly, like big and pregnant. I was terrified because men would look at me and I instantly thought they wanted to rape me, which sounds really weird because they weren't doing anything. But if I caught their eye, I went home and I said to John, I can't go into the mall without you because these lamb chop play. Sherry Lewis and lamb chop. Yeah, that's her legacy. Okay. So I just literally went through the mall and they would look at me pregnant in a way that I was like not comfortable with. Now, you can't say anything because you're not the thought police, but I would go home and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going out there again. You're coming to look at lamb sheets. We shopped for like a month with these sheets and he was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't look at these fucking sheets. So yeah. Oh, I was always with kids. Every time a man comes around a kid, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, they held off the court. You missed it, Sam. They held off the court, which is great. So there'll be time for other paperwork. But my lawyer, who refiled the paperwork from the first lawyer, sent the paperwork to John's lawyer, and the court has it documented. John hasn't signed it, so I'm not really legally divorced on paper. Just saying. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I kept 3 boys on a short. You have to keep the boy, Beth, you have to keep them. When you understand that this world is, I'm sure there are good men out there, I'm sure they don't all hurt children. I'm pretty sure of that. But seriously, yes, Bobby. Yes. And I called him and said, could you please sign it? And he's like talking about something else. I'm like, oh. Anyway, so we have a I know my new lawyer's like, he has to sign it. Don't go out and get married yet. I'm like, I don't want to get married. But why on God's freaking fucking earth can I get that thing signed? Oh my God. Anyway, it is a Scorpio moon. Y'all know I have my retainer on, right? Yeah, I let my kids at sleepovers once. And that was a mistake actually. And I did let Jason go to camp, but he seemed to enjoy it once. Okay, so we have a full moon in we have a full moon on the 8th in Scorpio, okay? 16 degrees. 16, I know it's a John thing. It's just the way he is. 16 degrees of Scorpio. So look to your charts for 16 degrees of Scorpio. Here's what I can tell you about Aaron Carter. He had Mars in Scorpio, and I talk about this on the videos. I'm not going to say too much, but he had Mars in Scorpio conjunct Pluto. That's a violent aspect, which means he gets beat up, bullied, punished. And it can, in a woman's chart, mean death. And in a man's chart, death from a lover. He also had it at 8 degrees of Scorpio, which is 8 degrees off the full moon. Now, remember, I told you with eclipses and full moons, there's a, oh my God, the room is getting so cold. He had a stellium in Sag with Uranus on the ascendant, Sun conjunct Saturn from the 12th house, hidden relationships with men, first off. No, I'm talking sexual. I'm talking past life enemies that are men, right? Let's see, Sloan, you seem a bit off. Oh, are we doing that again? You seem a bit ugly. Stop with your ugly conversation. Anyway, can you believe that? What is wrong with people? Okay, here's a thought, you ignorant bitch, all right? Do me a favor on my channel. If you're going to talk to somebody, talk like a fucking grown-up. Talk like a motherfucking grown-up, first off. Talk kindly And don't ask somebody that they seem a bit off. You seem a bit off for saying a stupid motherfucking comment like that. You are stupid and you are fucking. How about that? Jason said that to me when he was 3. Yeah, how about that? How about that? Oh, you seem a bit off. That is patronizing and it's insulting and you're a bitch. Don't be a bitch in a passive aggressive way. I'm very hip to that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's like saying, oh, you look tired. Do you think that that's a productive comment? You don't think tired people know they're tired? They fucking know they're tired. Okay. Anyway, get off my channel. Go away. Shoo. Go. Oh God. I know people just look at me and they're like, wow, you're aggro. You know why? Because pretty much and it's always a woman. It's always a woman. It's always a fucking woman. Don't be a bitch woman. Support other women. Anyway, it's an outright insult. You seem a bit off. You seem like a see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. Okay, so the full moon. I know. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my God, stop. Now I say it to people's faces. If you're going to play fuckery with me and think I'm not going to respond back, you're out of your fucking mind. Every single person that crosses my path, if you cross my boundary by saying some asshole comment, I'm literally going to call you on it for my own amusement. I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Okay. I know, right? Anyway, so we have a full moon on the 8th. 16 degrees of Scorpio, okay? 16 degrees of Scorpio. If you have anything in Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius, it's 16 degrees. You will be affected. A few degrees before, 3-degree orb. So 16, go to 13, and go to 19 degrees, okay? So like within a 3-degree orbs, right? Step off. Step off. I don't care what you fucking say. I just like calling your dumb ass on it. Okay, because you really are stupid. You really are stupid. Like, you're dumb. Like, your family hates you. You know that, right? Because you say stupid shit like that to your female relatives because you're jealous. Okay, so we have... Wait, why did I think it was in Scorpio? No, it's in Taurus. I said it completely backwards. 16 degrees of Taurus in opposition to Scorpio. Now, that makes more sense. Transiting... Oh my God, I said in the video completely backwards. Yeah, no, it's not Scorpio, it's Taurus. Why the hell did I think it was Scorpio? No, we're in Scorpio. Okay, so it's literally the full moon at 16 degrees of Taurus, okay? 16 degrees of Taurus with a lunar eclipse. So 16 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio and Leo and Aquarius, okay? But that's very interesting because Uranus is literally at 16 degrees of Scorpio transiting, and that still was hitting his Mars, okay? Still hitting his Mars. So that's exactly what that is. Now, with the full moon in Taurus, it's very interesting because we have Uranus being, so expect the unexpected. Just expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Expect it because Uranus is transiting in Taurus. So, and we have a Mars retrograde in Gemini right now. We literally have Mars retrograde in Gemini. So people say stupid shit. And no, it's fine for your birthday. That's great for your birthday. It'll be a whole year of unexpected, unplanned things. Not bad. Just because you don't plan it does not make it bad, right? Does not make it bad. Because the reason you feel crazy is Uranus is in Taurus. I can't believe I said it back. All day I've been saying it the opposite of what it was. Yeah, Uranus is unexpected. Uranus, you can never clock what Uranus is doing. So anyway, with Aaron Carter transiting Uranus, hit his Mars in Scorpio at 8 degrees and conjunct Pluto. That is a violent aspect. That is a violent aspect. So, yeah, that's it. What do you think about? Let's see, that's why. Oh my God, you caught your boyfriend cheating? Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. You know why he was cheating, right? Because he's a douche. So dump the douche. Do not give him a second chance. If he stuck his weenie in a vagina that's not your vagina, don't give him a second chance. Do not make a mistake. Get rid of him. It's not a mistake. And if he utters to you, she didn't matter, then he's a double douche because he's using women to pee with the sperm in. Okay. Oh God, what happened to me there? Anyway, he's just horrible. And I'm sorry you found that out. Now, eclipses are for clearing. Full moons are for clearing. So you found that out, as I say, 3 days before a full moon eclipse and 3 days after is when the action is happening, right? So you've been given information in order to clear it out because a full moon is always clearing. That's the truth. A full moon, no more. He's my correct. No more. He's my boyfriend. No more. Good. Good. Get rid of him. Fuck that guy. Right? Right. Right? Yes, an error set right. That's right, Peter. That is exactly right. Eclipse season, we're in it. I'm not a huge fan of eclipses, but yes, I'm glad I found out. It's very hard though. I understand you'll be hurt. You will be hurt. It's not good. I mean, men cheat. I just hate saying that. I would like to think some don't. Here's when men don't cheat. When they get old and they're ugly and they sit on the couch and they drink and they do stuff, usually they don't cheat then because they got to be nice because their hair fell out, okay? When they're young, they think they can pull it over on you because women are generous. Women stop being generous. Do not entertain a man. And do not entertain a man who's secretly married, lying behind your back. I get a lot of those calls, right? And says something like, I don't want you to post pictures of me on your social media. Then you're cheating. Probably married, douche. Okay, so there. Yeah. I'm on one today. As Jason would say, you're on one. I'm on one. Yes, I did a video on it. And of course I said it was a full moon in Scorpio, not Taurus. I completely flipped it up. So I'm going to put the video up with a disclaimer. It should be Taurus and I said it backwards, okay? So that's just what happened. Thank you. They're for Paige's baby shower nails. So I can finish doing what I need to do. Yeah, there's women that cheat. There are women that cheat too. Absolutely. There was a girl who was brutally murdered by her married lover. Of course, because that makes perfect sense. The married lover killed his lover. Excuse me, are you not already committing one sin? You thought you'd go for the ultimate sin, you prick? I mean, whatever. I don't know if your husband cheated. I'm not talking about your husband. I'm talking about the girl that says, please do a what's takeoff? Please do a what is that? I did a video. I'm going to post it after this. I'm going to post it. Let's see. My mom is a cheater, but apparently it was my dad's fault. It's always someone else's fault, isn't it? It's always. They're always like, well, they cheated on me first. That's what John told me about his first wife. She cheated on me first, so I got a mistress. Red flag, ladies. Just because you're 21 and a fucking older man says that to you, for God's sakes, red flag. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Don't listen to them. If you have a cheating spouse, here's what you do. Oh, take off. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even know who he is. Thank you for that. If you have a cheating spouse, you do not go out and cheat to make it correct. You either leave them or you accept it and stay with them. But you do not do it. Okay, take off the wrapper. Thank you. Yeah, Paul Pelosi's skull hammering boy toy is for Powell River. I don't know what that is. You guys have to, sometimes you guys know way more than me. Yeah, run away. That's our first meeting. My first dinner, one of my first dinners with John, he told me he had a mistress. He lived it. I got another apartment and lived with my mistress because my wife was cheating. So you didn't think of divorcing? You just thought of doing that? Red flag. Red flag. Okay, I'm stopped. Anyway, I was usually dumped because I didn't put out on the first date. Smell you later. Yeah, that's Keith. Smell you later. I smell you. Smell me? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'll put out on the first date, but that's for me, not them. But now I wouldn't because I know better. But when I was younger, like that's how I know if I'm going to talk to you. That is where I have, I don't really care what you look like or whatever, but I want to see what's on the first date. Sucking a pacifier in the movies, red flag. Oh, yeah, Bobby, you got to tell everyone about that. That's some fucked up breast trauma there. Grown-ass man sucking a pacifier. What a weirdo. That shows you he was mind controlled, even though he's really wealthy and from another country. That shows you he's mind controlled because there's something like when he was in a baby sucking a pacifier and then like what is that? Yeah, right? I don't know. Yeah. No thanks. How do I find you got to know your time of birth. You got to know your time of birth. Yeah, sorry, but I would cheat back then, leave. Sorry, wait, sorry, but I would cheat back then, leave. Wait, you would cheat and then leave? Yeah, I'm not going to use my vagina to prove a point to a dumbass man who cheats on me. And I think they all do anyway. I couldn't be bothered to catch him. I haven't done a part 2 on Kanye, but I can tell you he's mind controlled, fractured, authentic, and one of them. I can tell you that. Paul Pelosi, for God's sakes, okay? For the love of God. Okay, first of all, a man's 82, and I'm going to say this. Nobody should be using a hammer to hurt anybody, let alone an 82-year-old man, okay? Never. So I don't know why that's acceptable on any level, gay, straight, or, whatever. I don't understand. So I don't understand. Yeah, but I still don't understand why using a hammer on a person to hurt them is acceptable. It's not acceptable, no matter what he did. Yes, I heard that. I don't know who Takeoff is. Can you get rid of false grounding and move towards true wholeness? I don't know. I'm not truly whole yet, but I did. Let's see. Did he think no idea. That I don't know. True wholeness is when we connect back with God. So we are fragmented here because we're partially here and partially there. Yeah, I mean, cheating is repulsive. I feel marriage is repulsive, actually. Like, people could cheat if they're not married. Like, don't get married. Stop getting married. Like, why do people use marriage to hide behind shit when they don't even work on themselves? They're high. If you're with an addict, here I go again. If you're with an alcoholic, an addict, a sex addict, anything like that, they have not worked on themselves. They have no business getting married because they have not worked on themselves. They have not worked on themselves. That's just it. It's not fair for a person who is an alcoholic or an addict, a wino, a crackhead, a heroin addict, a sex addict. It is not, they are being greedy by getting married because you cannot be in a marriage with somebody who has that because their allegiance is to their addiction. Therefore, they do not consider you. And if they do not consider you, you're not in a marriage. You're in a hostage taking. So there's that. Trouble tends to find you because, hence the song, Soul in the Attic. Yes, exactly. But here's another problem too. The reason we tend to pick such horrible relationships and horrible people over and over again, or with the same predominance of issues, like if you grow up in a family where you're raised by an alcoholic, a narcissist, a closeted drug addict, a sexual abuser, and you run away, I'm saying this again, you may have escaped the violence in a very direct way, but until you heal the thinking that is ingrained in you from growing up in that, you will never, ever, 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 okay, pick properly because you are picking from your wounded self. If you are Homer Simpson, if you are picking from your wounded self, you are picking from the internal dialogue that you were taught while you were enduring abuse as a child. So when you are sexually abused or molested, you're gaslit, told to shut your fucking mouth. You put up with it. So you're going to put up with, close a blind eye and deal with that with the spouse, okay? With whatever they're doing. When you're raised with an alcoholic and it's always accepted, oh, he was drunk. He didn't mean to hit you. He didn't mean to hit mommy. He didn't mean to fall down the stairs. He didn't mean to throw up all over the floor. It's accepted because they're drunk. So you will tolerate a drunk and you will try to fix it. If they're a closet addict, you will do that again, right? Yeah, weed's an addiction. If you smoke weed once in a while, have a drink once in a while, smoke a cigarette once in a while. If you're smoking weed every day, you're fucking addicted, okay? Sorry. Yes, because it's a ritual. It's very ritualistic and it's for the government to keep you bound till death do us part. Till death do us part. No, this fucker's trying to keep me married till death do I part. Like, seriously? How many times? How many times should I sign the paperwork to get the divorce and not have it happen? What is this? Groundhog Day? Right? I read with Aaron Carter on the computer. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to edit it after this. Like, seriously, it's not the government. It's not for the government. Yeah. Well, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I'm talking about marriage with the government, not just weed. Yeah, I'm beginning a new life. Hopefully I die soon and cross over. I cannot wait. Sometimes I exercise so much, my heart skips and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to leave my body. And I get very excited. And yet I still keep not leaving my body. So I get very, he's not willing to let you go. Apparently not. But he doesn't own me. I called him up and I'm like, I'm not your wife. Click. Oh my God. Seriously. Okay. Thank you, Rita. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Thank you for all the prayers for my dad. Oh, good. That's so awesome. Your dad's going good. Every other day means no addiction. Every other day. Okay, sure. Every other day, whatever. I mean, I don't know. No, I can't. He's trying to trap me into another life. Oh my God. Aaron died 3 years after your reading. Yeah, I think I said it was a 3-year cycle. I can feel their energy. Don't get me wrong. He literally was sold out though. You're not in a position of power unless you come from a family and you are in that agreement. However, okay, free GoFundMe, free Sloan. So that is a karmic cycle. I mean, that's a karmic cycle with Aaron Carter. And even if he tries to get out of the gang that he was jumped into, he's not a legend, but he's very famous. You don't think you're going to get that way if you don't, they're not letting you. And you have to watch the video, what I saw in reference to him. But I know the child, any child that's a huge loss. That's a huge loss to lose a parent. It's as bad as losing your child. It's the opposite loss. And that little baby's not going to know his daddy at all in any way whatsoever. My little trainer is so sweet. He's making sure that I don't forget to show up because I call him a fuck you when we're doing pull-ups. I'm just like, fuck off. Fuck you. I can't do it. Oh my God. Anyway, Sloan, when we are looking at love it. Okay, so that's a good question. Thank you so much for that. When you're looking for love in your chart, okay, poor little boy's not going to have his dad. But I did the video on it. I just got the full moon wrong. I said full moon in Scorpio. It's not. It's Taurus. Anyway, it was still affecting his Mars in Scorpio because it's in opposition. Not the point. Okay, so when you're looking for love in the chart, first of all, you do what's called a sinister chart. So you're going to look for ties. You're going to look for... That's putting two charts together. So you're going to take your birthday on the inside and you're going to put the lover's birthday on the outside and see where his planets fit in your chart. And then you're going to see where your planets fit in his chart. So the combinations I like when it comes to long-standing relationships are like ascendant sun, moon sun, Venus, Neptune, even though that can be a little bit precarious, Venus, Mars connection. I don't want any Saturn connection. No Saturn. No Saturn connection, even though longevity, right? So if you're in a synastry chart and Saturn is placed in the 7th, you probably marry that person. Mars is important. In a man's chart, it's the moon and Venus. So if a woman exhibits those qualities, so for example, if you have moon in Cancer and Venus in Aries, that's a combative woman. That's a squaring aspect. So both of those signs are going to be a representation of the type of energy you like. It's kind of a horrible energy. Anyway, this is going to be a representation of it. If somebody's moon sits on your ascendant, then they're emotionally attached to you. If somebody's Venus is on your ascendant, they're in love with you. If somebody's Mars is on your ascendant, they want to fucking fight you. They want to fight you. If somebody's sun is on your ascendant, then they embody you. So you just have to make sure. I need astrology for dummies too. I'm working on classes, I swear to God, but I also have to earn a living to pay the 500 lawyers that I have to fight the suit in Washington that's trying to shut up freedom of speech in federal. I'm in a federal court case, y'all. You know this. It's in a federal, not state, federal, like where they try to sue Trump. I'm in a court case now because of my mouth, because as a psychic, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. So anyway, not the point. So yeah, I should just do a live, like private thing on YouTube for classes, right? Right? These bitches on here, right? Yeah, it's a federal case. It's a federal case, and they call me a QAnon. Fuck off with that. Yeah, it's a radio show I did. So it is. It's in Forbes magazine too. Because the guy suing me who doesn't want the publicity leaked the article, most likely, allegedly. Okay, so anyway, gang, exactly. So anyway, yeah. And then Keith's lawyer is getting a subpoena to get all the body cams and all of that this week. And then there's a little issue of my former lawyer trying to get my money back because she's a see you next Tuesday. I called and gave her a chance and she don't want to do it. Not all my money back, just some of it because you fucked with me. That's what you did. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. You did. But anyway, yeah. So and true boss lady, you're hilarious. Freak. You're in the middle, you're involved in my nervous breakdown. So when we're looking at love in a chart, you want to actually see your progressions. So you want to look at your progressions. You want to see, no, it's not bad, Lindsay. It means you think similarly and probably come from similar backgrounds. So you want to look at the progressions to the chart. Like, did something cross your Venus? Because it's love affairs, you know. Yes, I'm doing that, Peter. That is what I'm doing. You want to look at your Venus. You want to look at your moon to emotionally connect. You want to look, there's some points of Saturn, as in Saturn hits your seventh. That's a marriage thing. So you want to look at things like that. You also want to see where his chart falls in your chart in his chart, the transits, the transiting moon, what's aspecting your Venus, what's going through your fifth house, what's going through your seventh house. It's a combination. My Venus is in Cancer too. Shit ass Venus, not a good Venus because we caretake everybody. Yeah, it's not good. We stay way too long. If you've got Leo in there, you're fucked. You're too loyal. Saturn in Pisces, mine as well. That's a generational thing. Keep in mind, Saturn is going through cycles. Yes, I did a video on it. And I'm going to put it up after this. But anyway, Saturn is generational. So groups of people have the same Saturn. Venus conjunct Saturn. That's not actually bad. It just means Venus conjunct Saturn is not actually bad. Venus conjunct Saturn just means there's karmic ties to the love affair. So that can mean you love the person very much, but they can get injured in a car accident and you've agreed to look after them. Although, again, I feel like we were kidnapped on this planet, so I don't know. Yeah, Mars in Taurus is pretty stubborn. Mars in... Okay, come back here, you bitch. Are you worried about your safety? Okay, Cheyenne, are you a see you next Tuesday or just a stupid bitch for asking that? Why would I be worried about my safety? Are you worried about your safety? Because you should worry about your safety. Cheyenne, worry about your fucking safety, okay? I mean, who says that? Are you worried about your safety? No, I'm not fucking worried about my safety. Who? Stop saying shit like that. Don't be that way. Stop with that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You see, when people say, are you worried for your safety? They're condescending, they're passive aggressive, and it's an inverted threat. It's a fucking it's an inverted threat. No, I'm not afraid. Bring it on. You want to come to my door, Cheyenne? Come to the door. You want to bring a gun? Bring a fucking gun. You want to fight? It's a threat. It's always yes, it's always a threat. Fucking do it. Okay? Do it, bitch. Do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Step out from behind your computer. Come find me and fucking say it to my face. Anyway, why don't you grab... Yeah, I'm not wearing any glasses ever. No, I'm a Leo. I'm too vain for that. But anyway, when people do that, never, never, never let people ask you if you're afraid for something, because I know they're trolls in the family. Because what that is they're putting a word intention on you, and I'm not afraid to die. So you can kill me, you can do whatever. I'll be with Keith. You don't make me afraid. I am never afraid to die. Hear me very clearly. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid of whatever you think you're going to do to me. I'm not the fuck afraid. So you do whatever you want to do. My son, I'm just going to tell y'all, once you've had a child die, you're not really afraid of anything, because the worst possible fucking thing that's ever happened to you has happened to you. Okay? Your child is dead. So what are you going to do to me? Kill me? Ooh, ooh. Okay, whatever. Shut up. People are so stupid. No, I'm not afraid. No. Mm-mm. Okay. So yeah, you are attacking me. Don't do that. Fuck you and don't do that. Just get off my channel because I don't trust you. Anyway, yeah, I honestly feel that way. If one thing you know on this channel, okay, one thing you know on this channel is, if you are, okay, if you are on my channel, you know that when you say stuff like that, that's an inverted threat. You never, if I want to freak someone out, I will go up and tell them, are you sick right now? Did someone do something to you? That would freak them out. That's not a nice thing to say. That's not a nice thing to say. And I can feel your intent, and I do know what you're saying. Psychics don't die, they leave their body. Exactly. Nobody lies. We all leave our body. So I don't like when people say that to me. I don't like people who walk up to me at a party and go, oh my God, you look so tired. Are you okay? You're see you next Tuesday. Oh my God, you look like you've gained weight. Really? Did I need to hear that at the party? Did I need to hear that at the party? No, I don't think I did. No, shut the fuck up. Or here's a favorite one that was said to a friend of mine. Oh, you must have been really good looking when you were younger. That woman was a trifling see you next Tuesday to say that. There is no need to say to anybody that. So think before you speak. Actually think before you speak. Really. Do I have to educate you to think before before you speak? Really. Because it's annoying. Yeah, no, I'm saying once your child is dead, you could threaten me, you could punch me in the face, you could fucking cut my head off. I don't care. Hear me clearly. I don't care. That's it. I'll be like, you look, you look like you're sick. Truman Show. I know you are, but that's what I said when I was hiking in Palm Spring. Those guys are like, are you meeting Brad? I'm like, are you meeting Brad? Like, what the fuck? I mean, they weren't mean, but it's just funny. I know it's passive aggressive. It's just, I'm so used to it because I've been around alcoholics and jealous women. So like in the alcoholic families, you get a lot of misogynistic women. Alcoholic men who are misogynist, who hate their mothers, always raise daughters who are passive aggressive, inferior, and are misogynist women, right? So I hear this shit all the time. I hear it all the time. Not anymore, but I mean, when I was younger, and I'm very aware of what it is. I know Brad, we're still on that. Who is Brad? Hello, Brad. No, I'm not meeting anybody here. I'm going up myself and I'm climbing past your asses. Yeah, alcoholics tell the truth. Yeah, well, when they're bitching at you and they call you an evil whore, yeah, they're telling you the truth. Exactly. Yes, I'm going to edit the first video. Yes, I did a second one tonight. Thank you, Mindy. Yes, my Saturn return ends in February. Oh my God, excellent. Yeah, I've learned a lot. Women, people always say, oh no, think the best of people. That is the worst possible advice. You should think neutrally of people and not have a thought of best or not best, because Billie Eilish is completely taken over. I'm sorry. If you can't see that, I don't know what to say, but that's a takeover. That's like a takeover. Dua Lipa, Lipa Dua, what is her name? Is it Dua Lipa or Lipa Dua? That chick is totally taken over. Dua Lipa, right? Is that her name? Anyway, she's, you had Brad. Is that her name? I gotta look her name up. You know who I mean? Dua Lipa. I was in Palm Springs yesterday with my daughter. Oh, how fun! Yeah, it was Gay Pride Week. I didn't realize that. I could find nowhere to park. It's like Dula Peep. No, it's Dua Lipa, right? What the heck is that chick's name? I'm sorry, I can't keep up with all the names. Dua Lipa. Well, it's entities. Understand. Okay, understand. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you believe me. That's not the point. I'm not here to change your mind about it. But the truth is, when people want money, power, and fame, and someone tells them to pray to an, yes, I have had contracts into perpetuity, but that's trickery. That's trickery. I've read it. I've actually freaked out. Into perpetuity? What are you, my bitch throughout lifetimes? I'm not signing in perpetuity. Who even writes a contract into perpetuity? You don't own my soul. That's trickery. So the devil always lies, or Luciferians lie, or however you want to word that, okay? But the problem is, what happens is they start praying, and once they do ritual magic in the forms of sexual magic, in the forms of conjuring, okay? Conjuring. So bringing in life force energy that is not human. Call it whatever you want, okay? Call it whatever you want. I just heard something over there. Call it whatever you want. I don't care if you call it alien, entity, fictitious, bubbles. Call it whatever you want. But when you bring in and you conjure, which means to heighten your energy either with yourself, with outside on the astral level help, okay? That way, somebody sent me a huge thing here. Hold on, let me look and see. I can't see this. Fudge. I just turned my, Jana, thank you, Jana. Oh my God, I just saw that. Thank you. I just pulled that down. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's for the court lawyers. Jana's like, we got this going on in our family too. I'm going to send that to you. Thank you so much for that. Oh my God, that's so nice. All of y'all are so nice. So nice. And thank you for that. No, I haven't done Drake. I'm not a fan of Drake at all. Not even close. But when they conjure up, okay, so let's say you're by yourself and you're single, like single person. There's nobody else in your house. I don't mean married. I mean, you're doing this on your own volition. And you're conjuring up from something that is outside the Christ consciousness, that is not human and not connected to that, in order to help you gain power in your current space right now. That opens you up to not understand who you are doing a deal with. If you get a room full, like the movie The Conjuring, and you get a room full of people, even if your intention is connected to God and you pray to God and you bring in the energy, you don't know how strong that energy is. Super nice of Jana. Thank you for that. You have no idea how strong that entity is. And once you let someone in your house, your soul, your auric field, okay, and you start to align with that energy, soon your energy goes. And some people will do little bits of witchcraft. Like, I just want my boyfriend to love me, so I'm going to cut his hair, pee on it, put my menstrual blood in his food. Okay, well, you are doing something against another person's will, and you are binding them to you. And that always reflects back on you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's honestly what I'm saying. I'm sure somebody left Justin Trudeau. Good Lord, how could you be married to him? How could you? So, I mean, Justin Trudeau, like, you had to fuck that guy? He's such a little, oh my God, I can't. I just can't. He's such a little bitch. He's like, that's a birthing person. You're a freak, Justin Trudeau. Good for his wife. A round of applause for Sophie Trudeau for leaving. She probably had to close her eyes, plug her nose, cover up her ears when she was having sex with that man. It's probably like, please, shh, stop talking. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. What is going on with that guy? Thank you. Thank you for that. I think it was AB. Thank you again, Jana. Thank you so much. Yeah, Justin Castro. Can you imagine like sucking that guy's dick? Oh. Tiny Dancer comes to mind. I've got to stop. There's something wrong with me. I can't go there. What the hell? No, they do it. They put their period blood and everything. Do not eat food from people you don't know. Oh my God. Do not eat food. People put all kinds of things into food. Now, paralysis can be for several. I know he's gay. Come on now. Oh no, Justin. Sorry, I thought you said yay. I'm like, yeah, he's gay. Come on now. I know. He looks like Tiny Dancer. Oh God, I'm sorry. That's mean. He can't help how but he opens his mouth, and when you listen to him talk, don't you just want to go up and backhand him like with a slipper? Boom, like this. Oh my God, I'm sorry. He's just I've got to stop. Okay. So what happens when you get into paralysis? Paralysis can be one of two things. There are people that allow energy into their body and it takes over their physical vessel, but they themselves have no okay, so you have nerves. Like if I go like this on your hands, you can feel it, or rub your back, you can feel it, right? Because you have nerves going up and down your skin. The physical body and then the spirit body has energetic nerves. So when your body is in paralysis, the connection that keep the soul attached to the physical body have been severed in some way, and the person is unable to feel their physical because the nerve endings have been severed. But we're talking on an energetic level, not an actual like cutting of your arm or cutting of your leg or cutting off like a nerve, right? So it's an energetic severing or cutting. And there can be several reasons for that. It can mean somebody is pushing you out of your physical body. Thank you. Thank you, Linda, for that. Thank you. It can be somebody who's pushing you out of your physical body, like literally energetically squashing you so you cannot move. Like just think of a big kid in a playground sitting on a smaller kid in a playground and the kid can't move. So that's a form of paralysis. It can mean you're literally shot out of your body due to something coming into your body. And it can also mean that you're channeling an energy of something that isn't physically human and you've stepped aside to have that body come in and give you information. And it can literally mean that you've been put out in the example of like alien abduction or alien, probing. It can mean that your body has been shut down in order to either harness energy, put something in, take something out. I don't know. So there's different reasons for it, but it's energetic nerve severing. Okay. So it's energy, like how your spidey senses go up and your hands tingle and you feel like around you. The hair on the back of your neck stands up when you walk through the mall and you're like, okay, what's behind me? That is what's being severed. So you don't have the wherewithal to move the physical because the two aren't together, right? Yes, you can do mediumship through anything, of course. Let me word it this way. And by the way, if sleep paralysis is coming to you, number one, salt bath, vinegar bath, salt around your bed. Pray to God. Do it for 21 days every single night to pray to be protected and to keep your body autonomy. Call all your power back from every person, place, or thing. Do that for 21 days. Okay, say that out loud. I'm calling all my power back from every person, place, or thing now, and do it and pull it back to you, because it means that your energy's fragmented outside, so things are coming in and out. Okay, so the definition of mediumship, let's get this straight. There's a lot of bullshit mediums out there. Yes, Nancy's a distraction and nobody should be hitting anybody with a hammer. I'm just saying, whether he's gay, weird, married to Nancy. I mean, that sounds like it was torture anyway. Just, yes, Dead sea salt and vinegar and bath, put it around your bed. They don't like to cross the salt, put it by your front door. But if you're getting sleep paralysis while you're sleeping, put it around your bed. Sleep with a salt patch under your pillow, okay? Put some rosemary around your bed. Put it in your bed. What the hell? Wash your sheets. That's exactly right. Now, as for mediumship, I want you to understand there's many different ways of mediumship. In other words, mediumship means communication with those that have crossed over. We call them the dead here, but the dead are those who've stepped away from God, not people who've left their physical body. Peter had that correct. You transcend into a different way of expression. Okay, so there's a different way of being. Now, mediumship comes in the way that you, the person, can harness the other person's energy. Okay, I don't believe we have free will at all, but I'll explain that after the mediumship. Thank you, Jonathan. So when you're the type like me, I'm a loud person. I'm always talking and chatting and blah blahing, right? So for me, I say things, clairsentience, to hear wording, to speak wording. Okay. So that's how it works for me. But there's mental mediums and there's physical mediums, and there's people that combine most. First of all, the person on the other side has to be able to come through to you. So they have to be able to connect with your energy. So that's like walking into a store and looking for a pair of shoes. Do these shoes feel comfortable when you put your feet in? So the spirit looks for the energy. This is an arc field thing. So they can go to a little kid, they can go to you, they can go to me, they can go everywhere, right? So they're looking for energy that they can connect with, like a frequency, like a telephone wire, like and it absorbs from us. Okay, it comes off of us. Yeah, I bet you can. If she said it, I believe her. So a lot of the energy comes from us, but it also comes from them. So like when I die, I'm going to be the one that's like speaking, in people's ears, like, bah, say that until it comes out of their mouth, right? Now, the other way is clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance. These is clear knowing, clear seeing, clear hearing, clear feeling. Spirits communicate like that. They don't just pop up in front of you in full physical form because they've lost their physical form. They give you visual glimpses, clairvoyance of what they look like, or they'll show you someone who look like them, right? So that you know somebody who's alive, so that you can connect with what they look like. So that's okay, but often the spirits come through. You hear them, so you speak it. That is communicating with them. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just how your body does it. And you need to be really open and fluid with the way that energy comes, because it's very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. And however it works for you is the correct way for it to work for you. So if you are picking up information, like suddenly you're just sitting there and you're thinking of your aunt, whoever, your Aunt Rose, and you're talking in your head to them, and you're like, I bet you should like me to call my cousin Kenny. So you call my cousin Kenny and go, I think Aunt Rose wanted me to call you. And then he starts telling you, oh my God, I was looking for her paperwork, la, 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 la. That's a communication. And we are not going to know the full communication, because I want you to look at it like going on a construction site. This is exactly how I describe it. An unfinished construction site with a bunch of plastic on every room, and the wind moving through it. So you can see construction workers over there through 3 sheets of plastic. And they're saying something, and you're watching hands go, and you're hearing every other word, and then you're trying to decipher it. So it comes like that. They're lowering their energy and we're raising, and it's fucking freezing in here, okay? So I'm sorry, it's just very freezing in here. So they're starting to come in as I'm talking about them. So they lower their energy, and we literally raise our energy. And it's a translation. Nobody's 100%. There are really, really, really good mediums, and they are really, really, really powerfully gifted mediums. There are adequate mediums, and there are mediums that are whatever they can do. It's getting really cold in here. Like I told you, I'm going to tell the story of Lila because it was such an extraordinary example of a child connecting to the other side. When Lila was three, baby girl 3, and it was my birthday, and we were at the Palms restaurant in Hollywood, Thai food, and they have a big fish tank there. And the fish tank was full of these big fish with those lips. The ones that go like this, those fish, right? So I took Lila over to look at the fish. And I said, look at these fish. And I said, they look like they're wearing lipstick. And then she said, my fish, what did she say? Now I've forgotten the exact words. I forget what she said, but then she said, my fish, No, my fish died. She was very adamant about that. I said, which one's your fish? And then I said, you don't have a fish, thinking she meant a fish at home. Then I realized she didn't have a fish. She's like, my fish died. And then she said, my fish's name is Herb. John almost fell off his chair because that's my father's name. My father had died. That was his name. He was giving her that information right then, right there. And it was such an extraordinary story because she was 3. She had no idea what she was saying. She just was talking about it. And the fish in the tank triggered her to say it. So the spirit, in this case, my father, adopted father, came through and talked to Lila the way a kid can understand it and got Lila to repeat what she needed to repeat to make me understand that he was there. My dad was a good communicator. He never stopped talking. And he used to do TV when I was a little kid, a little bit of TV he was interviewed on. So he's a clear communicator. I'll say when he's sober. Anyway, actually quite clear when he was drunk too. But Lila was able to pick that up. And she was able to see him. And she told me he came through in an egg form one time at the house. She brought him up again a couple of years later and said that an egg opened up and he stepped out of it, like an egg shape. So that to me is that he came in an orb and opened up. Her description is spot on, okay? Because that's how she's receiving the information. Now, if I were to tell her you're not doing it right, I would be ruining her natural gift. So when a medium or a psychic tells you how to be psychic, it's only from their perspective, okay? Only from their perspective, because each energy, each person has a way of receiving information and you can't guide it. A lot of times these books are a mistake because it blocks people from using their natural receptive abilities, the way that they harness energy, right? So yeah, they're so open. Jason used to get it really. Keith would dream it and Jason would see it. So yeah, they're generational. They are because gifts are like a DNA energetic structure. So just like you look like your parents or you look like your grandmother or grandfather, intuitive abilities are generational, but they're energetically generational. So if a group of people behave in a certain way, then it's handed on down. It's a lineage thing, but it's an energetic lineage thing. It's not like my hands are this size because my head is this shape, because it's an energy thing. So when you understand it, it's like a DNA structure, but it's coming through energetically and it's coming through the lineage of the soul. So it's handed down from, and I think people who have to come to this prison planet. Yes, there you go. There you go. Now that's just how the energy comes through. There is no right or wrong. Unfortunately, due to TV shows, ancestral, exactly. And yeah, Lila's, yes. And I call it a psychic life. When people live a troubled life in a certain way, that's a psychic life. Because in order to really get rid of all your blocks, all your barriers, you have to die a little inside first. And once you die inside due to your traumas, I'll just put it that way, then you're able to come through and you're able to understand other people's traumas through energy, frequency, and vibration. Exactly. So, yeah, well, this year is the first time in my entire life, the very first time in my entire life that I've said I deserve to be happy. I've never thought that that was a right of mine. I've always been trying to make people like, I'm talking in my marriage, obviously, and with my kids like me, and it just wasn't going to happen. So sign the paper, John. Sign the paper. Katrina, my Virgo girlfriend, how are you? How are you, Katrina? Yeah, see, the drowning is a near death. That's very interesting, Crystal. The drowning is a near death. A near death is a gift because you know that we don't die. So we transition into a different form. That doesn't make it any easier when you lose a child or a lover or a husband or a mother or father. Doesn't make it any mofo. Sign the paper. Sign the paper. Sign the paper. Sign the paper. Exactly. So, okay, I'm Betty from South Wales too. Great. So when we're reading, a lot of TV shows make it seem like the spirit comes right through. And there's a lot of mediums that do that bullshit. I find that each time an energy comes through, I hook into it in a different way than other people, but it comes through in their own story. They're telling you the story. It's not your story. You cannot interject your own thinking. You can only absorb and observe what they're making you think, feel, or see, and they will come through. If they want to make you feel like they were itchy, you'll start itching. If I get Tourette's, I start speaking it. So they're pinging my stubborn head, and so I get Tourette's, familiar spells, Danielle. That is psychic information coming from somebody that's passed over or whatever. Oh, hi from England there. Hi. So yeah, I deserve to be happy now. That's the first time I've ever said it. I'm 56 and I've never ever thought that I deserved anything in this entire life. I did, however, feel that if I was as loving as I could be, it would be returned. And I was sadly mistaken. Because you know why? Be very careful who you marry and what kind of family you marry into. Because if they don't fucking like you in the beginning, they're not going to fucking like you all the way along. And they're what they are is they're your haters. So don't marry into a family of haters, because they'll just teach your kids to be haters and everything else. So just don't do it. Try not to do it. Just try not to do it. Because it makes for some fuckery in your life. It just makes for some fuckery. And see, understand also, people who do the psychic work I am taking all my power back. I will not be walked over. I will not. You will not raise your fists in my face. You will not scream an inch from my face. You will not tower over me. You will not tell me my dead son didn't love me. You will not speak to me that way. If you open your fucking mouth like that, I promise you I'm going to shove a sock in it and I'm going to get right back into your face. You will never do that to me again. You will not call me a whore. You will not tell me I was a bad mother. You will not mention that I spent $400 at Costco 20 years ago buying groceries, because you're a fucking idiot if you say that to me. You will not do that to me ever again. You will never tell me I owe you. I don't owe you shit, and you don't owe me shit. You will not tell me that it's my fault my kids don't talk to me when you know it's your fault for what you say. You will not do that. And if you've done it, good for you. You will not put it on my kids. Oh my God. Okay. So you will not put it on my children. This I just got told. You will not put it on me that it's up to my children or little in-laws to tell me that they moved into the house when you're the one that made the decision. That's called passing the buck, which you used to say to me. And you will not do that to me. You and I own the house. You needed to tell me that you moved renters into the house. You fucked hard. Just saying. So you will not do that to me. That won't happen again. So no, I don't take it. Your fucking offspring will not say shit to me ever. Okay? Ever, 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 ever. She will not look at me. She will not speak against me. That will not happen again. Never. Right? I should get some of that rent money. That shit's not happening again. That shit. But here's what I noticed, and I will say this to you. I will say this. There were people after Keith died that I did not know who jumped to my aid, Bobby being one of them, and every single one of you on here jumped to my aid. The father of my children destroyed my mental health within days of my child dying. Destroyed my mind. If I hadn't have been so broken from Keith dying, like I could feel nothing, I would have actually probably put a gun in my mouth and pulled the trigger. Not even joking. I was so distraught by what was being said, but didn't have the physical wherewithal to even deal with it. Didn't have it. But it was so disturbing and so vile, which y'all know what it is. I'm not going to get into it again. And so disgusting. No, it was the days after. Physically violent, physically intimidating, right? And then twisting it onto me saying, I told him that Keith told me those things. No, I didn't. You did it and you wanted to do that and you did. And I'm just going to bring it out one more time because we're coming up on Thanksgiving. So the first Thanksgiving after my little boy left the planet Earth, and I'm still frozen, numb, dead inside. I'm just beginning now to feel something. It was a complete betrayal, complete. But there we are with two of Keith's friends at dinner. Yeah, I hear. I'm still taking care of the family. I'm still fucking doing that. And I'm inviting you into my house. This idiot takes his phone out and goes, look, here's a picture of my ex-wife with blonde hair to Keith's friends. I'm sitting there appalled. Kenna sticks up for me and goes, she's ugly. Of course, we don't want to call another woman ugly, but thank you for doing that. And then after everyone, I don't say shit. Everybody just looks at this asshole like, your son just died 4 months earlier, and this is what you're doing. And by the way, his first wife looked lovely as a brunette. She really shouldn't have been a blonde because she's just a different coloring. It's just the way it is. Anyway, I said nothing. And he said, I was just showing Keith's friends what my life was because they wanted to know. I'm like, did they ever ask you in the 24 years that Keithy, he's probably, I'm sure he is mad that I left him. However, thank you for that. Thank you. That's so nice. You guys are feeling bad for me. No, this happened 2 years ago, right after. Right. Yes, John blames me for absolutely fucking everything. Everything. But the point is at that Thanksgiving dinner, he literally fucking said that to my fucking face. Okay. I found it. I don't care about his ex-wife. He obviously had children with her. There's Jimmy there. He had children with her. So obviously I know he was married. I'm not stupid. But just the way he did that when my boy passed and I could barely eat the Thanksgiving dinner sitting next to Keith's two friends that bothered to take time out of their 24-year-old life and come and sit down and have dessert with us. Like, I'm sure it's the last fucking thing they wanted to do. I'm sure that it was, and they were kind enough to do it. Unfucking believable. So ladies, if you're actually married to a man like that, you need to get the fuck away from them. If you if you are married to, I hope he learned something. If you are married to somebody who critiques you, calls you a whore, tells you you were nothing. Oh, I took you in because you were sleeping on the floor. That was a good one. So everything about him is my savior, but you're not my savior. You're not my fucking savior. And if you married a whore who was a stripper, then that's your problem because I met you in the strip club. So that's really on you. Yeah. And it's Miss Whore. Remember that. Anyway, this is the way I had to fight back. But it's so interesting. Yeah, no, exactly. I just go, I just fucking, it's unbelievable. Poor little Keithy. Yeah, poor little Keithy. He's probably a psychic vampire. It was so disgusting to me though, but I can honestly say this. If you're that kind of person when your son dies and you say that to the mother of your child, then God knows how you raised your other two children. And it explains why your daughter's a misogynist and why she hates other women and has a fucked up life because you caused the problem. You are, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I've got new goals. I've got them. I'm trying to get the divorce. It was so disgusting that I'm going to write a book about it. I'm literally going to write a fucking book about it. Yeah, I know. I know Keith sees the truth. Keith absolutely sees the truth. But the problem is when somebody's child dies, you need support. So you guys supported me. This is my point. People, see, you never know what can fucking know what your little words, you're right. So many people sent me beautiful letters. Okay. So many people sent me like just many people, and you could tell that they were older by their handwriting, took the time to write on a piece of paper and just say, I have them all saved. It makes me cry. I have them all. I have them all saved in there. See, now look what happens. I have them all saved in there so that Jason can read them one day, what the people sent for his brother and for him, because I have a huge box. I put everybody's stuff and every single person's everything, your envelopes, your writing. I put all of those in there, every single letter, because there's you don't even know me. Like you, I mean, some of you did. Obviously, I have my friends on this channel that I actually know, and people step forward. But you never know by doing one thing, like one thing, one card, and you throw it in the mail. I got postcards. I got beautiful little gifts, every single necklace with Keith's picture on it. I would break down in tears when they would come in. All of those things, the kindness that people showed that your own family can't show is extraordinary. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. Unbelievably kind. Unbelievably kind. To be so kind. And then yet you can be in a marriage for 33 fucking years with somebody and they don't have the common courtesy to pretend to be kind to you, which is absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Um, yeah, well, John doesn't like me, that's why. But it was so lovely. So I saved all those for Jason so that he could have like everything. I saved a box so that he could see it. I mean, some of the things I put up and some of the beautiful calligraphy, people sent me calligraphy things. They sent me beautiful things on like what Keith's name means and what Jason's name means. I was married 33 years. Yes, I was. I'm an asshole. I was 20 when I met this man and 21 when I moved in with him. And I tried really hard, but it didn't matter. And it's 2 decades age difference. That comes from my childhood being sexually abused and being thinking that adults knew better and that they would help me to be a good person. Not true. If a man is going backwards that much, he has a mental problem. Meaning he doesn't want to be responsible because women his own age will hold him accountable and he can't handle that. Okay. He can't handle it. So he goes to someone younger so he can control them. It's an imbalance of power and it's almost always wrong. Okay. It's wrong. That age, I know people say age is a number, but 2 decades in the same age as your kids, that is wrong. So I didn't understand it at the time. And then when I have kids, I'm not going to leave. I am not going to leave, right? No, I'm not. I know, Jennifer, thank you for that. And people were so lovely, so lovely. Flowers to my door. My friends like just jumped in to help me. Some of the mothers of my kids' friends, of Keithy's friends and Jason's friends, jumped in to help, and others didn't. It was so interesting to see who stepped forward and who didn't step forward. And I'm sure Brad Pitt's on the hiking trails. So I'm sure that women out there and men who've experienced the loss of a child also understand this, because I had really good friends and some of them didn't step forward. They came for the funeral and they stepped up and then they disappeared. So it's very, yeah. Oh God, my stomach. Yeah, no, I had kids with them. I didn't leave either. I wanted to leave when my kids were younger. I found it unbearable a lot of the times. To be truthful, I thought it was just a shitty marriage. Really bad to do to kids too. You are always better off to leave a marriage if you're violent or arguing or it's abuse or there's addiction or you're fighting back. I was just as bad fighting back. So you're Anthony understand. I know you get it, Anthony. I absolutely know you understand it. You absolutely understand it. Share, yeah. If she's dating a 36-year-old, what is that? Why are you doing that? I mean, yeah, you might want to fuck him. I get it, but like that's abusive because you're just thinking of yourself. I can't. It's a ritual. Bathtubs are a ritual. It's the cleansing, the satanic baptism, the bath in milk, the bath in blood, the bath with roses. It's all of that. Yeah, the mistake of trying to control you. It took me a long time because I have a lot of guilt. So anyway, it was a real, she must be his handler. That's the only explanation for that. Um, Madonna's another one. Madonna's another one. What the hell is up? Yes, the kids, yes, Bobby, you know that, even leaving early on, but it would have been better if my kids did not see me fighting like a boxer. I was in a boxing match in my marriage. It wasn't kind, it wasn't loving. There were moments of that, but it was basically toxic and disgusting, okay? And our children were severely damaged from our behavior, both of us. So you're better off. However, this is what I find so interesting. I don't know, y'all should tell me this in your videos. Don't you find it interesting that when you're a little kid, like 20, 25, 30, I was 30 after 29 when I had Keith, So I'm trying to figure out how to get to a lawyer when I don't make any money and have no money, okay? Couple $100 in my bank. And so your husband will say to you, go get a lawyer on contingency. It'll happen after the divorce. That shit does not happen because even in this divorce, he still has to pay his lawyer something. So when you don't have the money to pay a lawyer and they're threatening to take your kids because you're a piece of shit and a bad mother, how are you going to fight that? I can't even fight it without, like, it's costing me, and I don't even have little kids. So women you think very carefully before you get involved with somebody, men as well. The women do it to men. Think very carefully because you'll be stuck raising your kids with somebody that you don't like, and you'll just give up and try to like them and try to make it work, but it will never work. So yes, of course. That's what he said. He said his daughter was going to pay his bills. I found that particularly funny, actually, because we could run those bills up quite a bit. I'm not paying her back. So just know that. I'm not paying a grown man's lawyer bills when he's still working. I won't do that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. No. I'm just not. Like, whatever. Anyway, you have to be very careful because a lot of times a bully will threaten to take your kids. And so then what are you going to do? Walk away from your kids? What are you going to do? I know it's a weird flex, right, Courtney? Ooh, ooh. Pay for it then, bitch. Madonna's lost, out of her mind and not in her body. Correct. That's exactly right, right? My ex tries to steal my oldest. Yeah, that's going on here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, whatever, but it is very hard to get out. I'm telling you, I can't get that paper to be signed right now. Maybe it's been signed this weekend. Maybe it's a Christmas miracle and it'll have to be signed. Oh my God, 10 years sexless. Oh my God. Yes, they alienate the children. The sex addiction is due to sexual abuse. And anytime a man has an addiction, I'm just speaking from the woman's perspective. Women too, probably. But if you have an addiction, I have tremendous guilt. I took my marriage seriously. He hasn't signed. My new lawyer redid the paperwork of the old lawyer, Jana, and then told me on Friday, don't run off and get married because we sent him the paperwork. It's in the court doctrine that he's agreed to sign it, but he hasn't actually signed it yet. Fuck me, why not? Okay. So this is like Groundhog Day. I'm reliving this. I know I need a burrito right now. I need a burrito. Thank you. But the funniest thing of this whole thing, because this is pretty fucking funny. The funniest thing of this whole thing is that you have to realize that these people who are lifelong addicts and try to tell you they had a good childhood are straight up lying and in denial. You never had a good childhood or you wouldn't feel the need to self-medicate. You are self-medicating because of trauma. You are not dealing with your trauma. I don't care what your trauma was, but you need to work on yourself to ask why you're still an addict in your 70s. Because you've got a problem. You are in denial. You are not dealing with it. And that is totally your responsibility. It is not mine. I can't fix you. So there's that. I don't know. I need a fat chalupa. I don't know what you mean by that, but yes and yes. And weirdly, my mom didn't care when I wanted to do drugs as a kid. Yeah, that's when you have a parent that encourages your drinking or drugs, they're not in your best interest. Nobody in their right mind wants their kids to be addicts. So why are all these kids addicts? And when you have a parent that stands up against drugs, they get land blasted by the other parent who wants the agreement, right? No, I think that's John's personality. John has practice at losing sons because he's lost 2. So he should know how to speak to the mother of his child, because he certainly didn't do that to Jimmy's mother. He didn't speak to her that way. He spoke to me that way. So there's a knowledge there. He doesn't even speak about his first wife, who he says was a whole bunch of things. He doesn't tell that to his first kids. Only my kids does he say that I am that. No. No. Anyway, so yes, I definitely take my power back and I will never shut up. So if you happen to talk to me, yeah, he created this. Yeah. No, he's not very cultivated. I didn't know that. I was 21. He was 42. I was 21. Okay. Yes, it's bad of me to fuck an old guy. I get it. I am being held hostage. It is legal. I mean, I don't think so because it's in the courts. So eventually, but I'll have to pay to go back to the court to make the judge make him do that if he doesn't do it, which is all money. Jesus does work. I've been praying a lot. Maybe there's there's a God reason I don't know. Yes, I emerged from it. It took 35 years. This is 35 years now, going on year 5. Kitty is sleeping over there. I fed her favorite food. She's mad because I went hiking for the whole day. She's still mad. I fought over the dog and won. I'm so sorry. Who fights over it? He didn't even want the dog, did he? No, I can't. I think they know his signature. Yeah, I can't spare a square. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I can't. All I know is that the system tells women they need a man to survive. I find I've always done much better on my own. Honest to God. I am not distracted by them. I do not have to babysit them. This man called me selfish because I didn't buy him a car in the middle of my marriage. He was working. He's like, you didn't even buy me a car. No, I didn't. But I do pay your car insurance and your phone bill. Is that good enough? Yeah. I can't even. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah, I can do everything myself. I literally can do shit myself. So if you are in my life, Mew ate the chalupa. I'm so afraid. I don't even want to know what that means. But here's what I can tell you. For what do you want to do for 2032? You mean 2023? 2032, I really do hope I'm dead. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, it's very entitled. It's very entitled. He's very entitled. That is who he is. Yeah, you're very smart not to get married. It's a binding contract, and I'm such a legit person that when I do a contract, I'll stick with it. Yeah, John needs a pacifier like Bobby's little date mate back in the day that actually sucked on a pacifier in the movie theater while on a date with Bobby. What the fuck is that? Grown ass man. What is your plan? Oh, it's really for 2032? I don't have a plan. No, Bobby dated a guy that had a quirk where he liked to suck on a pacifier while watching a movie. What are you supposed to do with that guy when you get home? What are you supposed to do with that guy? Right? That's Bobby's story to tell. But what? No, Bobby, you tell a story. Bobby went out on a date with that guy and he put a pacifier. I can just see Bobby. She's all proper and all cute and all dressed up thinking she might get some fun time. And then she looks over and he's like, oh my God, he probably wears Pampers during sex. I can't. I have to put down the mic. Oh, what is that? Oh my God. No, he was a grown ass man. Like, I think he was very wealthy. Totally grown ass. Bobby has to tell the story. I just stole her story. He was sucking a pacifier. Bobby, oh yeah, she sat there and she's watching the movie. She's eating her popcorn and she hears. I don't know if she went home. How did you exit out of that date, Bobby? Oh my God. This has been so fun. Sloan, don't you know what you want to do? No, I don't know what I want to do in 23. He was a chic son. How did you get out of it? Oh my God. He probably wanted a little nappy in a bonnet. Oh God. This planet is really warped. This planet is so warped. This planet. She ran home. She's like, I've got to go. I've got my period. You don't want to know about that. Bye. Yeah, Bobby's met some too. I'm sorry. I'm having a nervous breakdown. No, it wasn't a ring pop. It was an actual Peter Sloan wants to be free. Wait, Peter Sloan. Yes, I want to be free by 2032. No, suck it on the chalupa. Okay, stop. Stop. So not funny. Okay, I'm going to edit my video. I'm gonna go. I think I've lost my mind. Yeah, he's like, oh my God. I don't know what's going on in 2032. I'm not looking that far ahead. The attack of the man-child. But who asks a woman out and then sucks a pacifier in a movie theater? What the fuck is that? Wait, Bobby, you got to tell your other story. This is Bobby's story again. And as you know, Bobby is a huge PI and she does all kinds of cases. I'm just going to mention this one because she told me. Hopefully it doesn't piss her off because it's her story. So Bobby gets a call from a woman that thinks her husband's cheating. This is not even funny. So they put cameras up in the house. Remember that story, Bobby? The husband's in the house and he is cheating, but it's not with a person. It's a pet. It's a pet. He's cheating with the family pet. Did you hear me? He's cheating with the family pet. He should have sorry, he should have been arrested, punched out, put in jail. Yes, seriously. I think it was the dog. Yes, yes, because the woman couldn't figure it out. Nobody was getting in the house. So she's like, the bed's messy. Yeah, the family fucking pet. That was an actual case of hers. I just told her case. It just popped into my head because I'm absurd tonight. So yeah, no, I'm serious. Like that's what people are calling private eyes for. That is so blasphemous. He actually should have been put in jail, right? The doggy girl. Yeah, exactly. I think Aaron Carter was bisexual. I think he was bisexual. Yeah, we take pacifier guy over animal rapist. Yeah, of course. Pacifier guy is just weird. A person that hurts an animal is like abusing a child because it's an imbalance. It's a complete wrong imbalance of power. Yeah, it's completely wrong. It's completely wrong. It's like abusing a child. And they should be absolutely put in jail, if not killed. You know? Seriously, mental hospital problems. Yeah. No, but that was one of her cases. Like she actually had to write a file on that for like, I don't know why he wasn't arrested though. He actually should be arrested and put in jail. I don't know if there's any laws on the books to that. I don't know. Now I just made myself sick. Anyway, yeah, I've got to look at Takeoff for sex, alcoholic, porn addiction, sex, marijuana addiction. He's 72. Yeah, see, you got to clear your own trauma. And I think that oh, hi, Mew. She's telling me to do you want to come say hi to the people? Let's see if she wants to come say hi. Come here, sweetheart. No, come here. Oh. Come here. Oh my God. There. She came over to wake up to say hi. Are you a good girl? What's going on? You want to say hi? Are you sleepy, baby? She's sleepy. Look at her. She's like, are you wanting little kitty snacks? There she is. There she is. Look. Look it. Isn't she cute? She's all pretty. There she is. Yeah, she wanted to come say hi. You want to say hi? Oh, what's going on? I have to duck in case those nails come out. You want to come say hi or you want to go? No. There she goes. She wanted to come say hi. And she's like, gotta go. She'd been chasing someone around the house. Wait, why are you not letting her go? No, I was just hugging her. Yeah, you've gotten a lot since that neighbor guy caught with his mare. Okay. See, it's, I don't know what to say. Yes, Mew is big. She ate a big dinner. She ate a big dinner. She did. She's so cute. She just woke up and she's like, that's it. Stop talking. She's like, stop talking now. Looks like she's still mad at you. Yeah, she gets a bit mad when I go hiking. Well, I put her food out and the ants are back. I don't know why they came back. I don't know why they're here, but they found their way to her food bowl. So she was really hungry when I got home. Okay, you guys, I'm going. We treat our pets well in this house. We love our pets. She's a chunky, curvy girl. Yeah, she's just cute. She's tall too. She's tall and cute and happy. Yeah, she's big. I think that we know that I'm going to edit my video. So look for my Erin video. Just understand that I said Scorpio full moon and eclipse, and I meant Taurus full moon and eclipse. Okay, she's a California cat. Exactly. Yeah, these are ombre nails for Paige's baby shower. So I can finish doing the gifts. Countdown to the baby shower. Maya's baby is due on Friday. Maya's got a little baby due on Friday. So the due date is Friday. So I'm waiting to hear from Maya, going to Paige's baby shower. I'm very excited for both. Yes. I know the ants came and got the food. They ate all her food. They were all over the bowl and she was looking at me. She sees Keith a lot. She always sits and stares at that over there, the picture of Keith, which is interesting. She sits right in front of it and stares. So I know she knows it's Keith. Hi, baby. Yeah. She's giving me the stare down. She's giving me the stare down. Okay, you guys. Good night. Yeah, no, it's not an OD. I don't believe that. Of course, every time I say an opinion, I get sued. So there's that. Bye, you guys. I'm finding everything hilarious tonight. Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you all. Bye, guys.